Okay, so our next topic for today's class is the conquest of Makkah, which happened in 8th year of Hijrah. And before the conquest of Makkah, we should have in our mind, and we must know that Holy Prophet peace upon him had sent letters to the rulers and emperors. Okay, one such letter was sent to, and before that, we know that the treaty was signed with Quraysh of Makkah, and according to the treaty, the the two parties, Muslims and Quraysh, were not allowed to have any war for 10 years. Okay, just we must have a brief background in our mind because these events it led to the conquest of Makkah. Whenever you have a question to write about the events of the conquest of Makkah, you can start your answer by from the background. Like you can say that Quraysh had broken the terms of the Treaty of Hudaybiyya, and you have to explain it, develop it. You can say that after the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, Banu Bakr joined Quraysh, and Banu Khuza'ah joined Muslims, the two other tribes. Okay, because other tribes were allowed and they were free to join any party, and they also have to abide by the terms of the treaty. So what happened at that time? Banu Bakr attacked Banu Khuza'ah, and this was the violation of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. So you can mention that Banu Bakr they attacked Banu Khuza'ah since they got some courage due to the defeat of the Muslims in the Battle of Muta. Battle of Muta was fought due to the reason that Holy Prophet has sent letters, and one such letter was sent to the ruler of Basra, Haris bin Umair. Haris was sent, fine, to the ruler of Basra, but he was attacked and he was killed at Muta. So this was against the international law. Killing the envoy of any uh, nation was considered to wage a war against that people. So Holy Prophet peace upon him considered it a serious threat for the Muslims, and for that reason he started preparing, and he sent an army under the command of three commanders. Fine, but Muslims were not successful because they were of no match with the armies of the Romans. So they retreated successfully under the command. All the three commanders of the Muslim army they achieved martyrdom, and Muslims they returned back under the command of Khalid bin Walid. Okay, so these are the basic reasons that due to the reason that the Makkah was conquered. We can say that Banu Khuza'ah has joined Muslims, and Banu Bakr has entered into the pact with Quraysh, and Banu Bakr and Banu Khuza'ah because due to their old enmity between them, they Banu Bakr attacked Banu Khuza'ah. Okay, they took refuge in the men of Banu Khuza'ah. They took refuge in the holy sanctuary, Masjid Haram. But even there, their men were killed. And Quraysh they supported Banu Bakr, their ally, with men and weapons, both. So this was the violation. Okay, here it was the violation of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. According to the terms, the allies could not fight with one another. Fine, for 10 years, and Quraysh could not support the ally could not support their ally against the ally of the Muslims. So it all happened in the month of Shaban when men of Banu Khuza'ah they were very much peaceful. They were busy in their worship, and they were attacked by men of Banu Bakr. They took refuge in the holy city Makkah inside Masjid Haram, but even inside Masjid Haram their men were killed. For that reason, Banu Khuza'ah sent their men to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, okay, and asked for his support. Holy Prophet assured them, okay, he assured them of his support, saying that by Allah, we shall protect you with what we protect ourselves. Okay, what the Prophet peace upon him remarked that by Allah, we shall protect you with what we protect ourselves. Okay, Quraysh they supported Banu Bakr, and they realized their mistake. Okay, and for that reason, when they realized their mistake, they were very much worried about, and they were aware about the consequences of this what they had done. So they quickly sent Abu Sufyan to the Makkans. They quickly sent Abu Sufyan to the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, since they realized the seriousness of the situation. Okay, so Abu Sufyan was sent to ensure the treaty was intact. Abu Sufyan came to Medina and he tried his level best to meet with the Holy Prophet and with other senior companions of the Holy Prophet, peace upon him. But he did not get any positive response from them. He met with them. He did not receive any response from the Holy Prophet, peace upon him. He wanted to talk to him, but Prophet, peace upon him, kept on ignoring him since Quraysh they themselves had broke the treaty. Before that, we have missed one thing that you should mention. That when Banu Khuza'ah they sent their men for the Prophet to the Prophet, peace upon him, for their support. Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, sent a messenger to the Makkans, and he gave them three alternatives. Okay, you have to mention it before that. So you have to mention that Prophet, peace upon him, sent a message to the Makkans, and he gave them three alternatives. Okay, what were the three alternatives? You should mention that they that Quraysh must pay, and they should pay the blood money of those who killed from Banu Khuza'ah. Those men of Banu Khuza'ah who were killed Quraysh, they should pay the blood money. And the second option was that they should dissolve their alliance with Banu Bakr, so that so that Muslims would be able to take action against them. And the third option that was given to them was to dissolve the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. Quraysh opted the third option. Then they realized the seriousness of the situation. They realized their mistake, that they had done wrong something, and for to keep the treaty intact, they sent their leader Abu Sufyan to meet with the Prophet, peace upon him, and other senior companions. But Prophet, peace upon him, did not give him any favorable response. He kept on ignoring him since he had started preparing for the battle. Quraysh, they were also aware about it. So Holy Prophet, peace upon him, prepared an army of 10,000 soldiers, and he kept it very much secret. Okay, Holy Prophet, peace upon him, secretly prepared an army of 10,000 Muslims. It was Ramzan, the month of Ramzan, 8th year of Hijrah. Okay, you should know these facts in your answer, and you have to mention. So Abu Sufyan realized the mistake. He came to Medina, requested the Prophet to re sign the treaty, but the Holy Prophet rejected or ignored his request, and he understood his plans. Okay, Abu Sufyan understood the plan of the Prophet, peace upon him, of capturing Makkah. Okay, Holy Prophet, peace upon him, secretly prepared an army with 10,000 men and marched towards Makkah, and he decided to keep it very much secret so that Makkans would not know about Muslims' intentions, their plan, since he did not want bloodshed. Because if Makkans would know about the Muslims' preparation, they would also prepare, and there could be too much bloodshed. So Holy Prophet, peace upon him, wanted to go there and give them a surprise. But one of his companion, Hatib bin Abi Balta, committed a mistake, and he sent a secret letter to the Makkans informing them about the plan of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Hatib, Hatib, Hatib. Hatib bin Abi Balta, one of the famous companion, and he was also one of the participants of Badr. Fine. So Hatib sent a letter, but Holy Prophet, peace upon him, was informed through the divine revelations about this mistake. He sent Ali Anhu along with Talha. Okay, and they intercepted that letter that has been sent from a woman, and they brought it back. Hatib accepted his mistake. Okay, Surah Mumtahina was revealed, and his action was condemned, and Hatib anhu was forgiven. Fine. Since he is one of those who participated in Badr, and regarding those who participated in Badr, Allah has forgiven all their sins. Okay, whatever they did and whatever they will do, all their sins had been forgiven by Allah Almighty. Those who participated in Badr, such a great rank has been promised by Allah Almighty. Hatib's action or his act, it is a lesson for the Muslims that they should not show their loyalty and their friendship with the non-Muslims. Should not show our sympathy, particularly with those non-Muslims who are our enemies and the enemies of our religion, or those who had exiled the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Fine. So it still remained secret. Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, left Makkah on 10th Ramzan, 8th year of Hijrah. Again, it's a fact that could be mentioned in your answer. It was 10th Ramzan. Fine. 10th Ramzan, 8th year of Hijrah. There are further details, but that is not too much required. That Abu Sufyan came and he went to the house of Habiba, his daughter Ramla. He wanted to sit on the Prophet's bed, but his daughter, she did not allow her father to sit on the Prophet's bed. Okay, but it's not necessary because it would be very much extra detail. We talked about Hatib bin Abi Balta and Holy Prophet, peace upon him. I told you that he left Medina on 10th Ramzan, 8th year of Hijrah. Okay, then you can even briefly write that Muslims and the Holy Prophet, peace upon him, they were observing fast. Okay, and when Prophet, peace upon him, noticed and he realized that it is very much difficult for them to continue, he broke his fast in front of his companions. Fine. He broke his fast, and the companions too followed him. Fine. On the way, Holy Prophet, peace upon him, met Abbas Radiallahu Ta'ala anhu, his uncle. Okay, you also have to mention Abbas was migrating from Makkah to Medina. Okay, he had already accepted Islam, and he was there uh, to provide the information and the news to the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. And since he too was now aware that Makkah would be conquered, so that was a reason that he also decided to migrate. So he was migrating, and on the way he met with the Prophet. Just you need to mention that on the way, Holy Prophet met with his uncle Abbas, who was migrating to Medina. Holy Prophet, peace upon him, sent the family to Medina and asked his uncle Abbas to join the army. Fine. Okay, this is also one of the things that you need to mention in your answer. Then further, when the Prophet, peace upon him, arrived there at Marrat Zahran, okay, at Marrat Zahran, Marra, Marra Al Dahran, Aldhahran, Dahran. At Marra Zahran, Holy Prophet, he reached Marra Zahran, that is just near outside Makkah. He reached there by the time of Isha prayer, and Holy Prophet, peace upon him, asked each soldier, okay, each soldier was instructed to light a fire for himself. Okay, they stood apart from one another, and what they did, they light a fire for themselves. In this way, 10,000 fires burned in the night. Fine. Umar Radiallahu Ta'ala anhu, he supervised the whole exercise. So these 10,000 campfires, when Makkans they saw these, they they considered and they thought that there might be Khuza'ah. They considered that they might be Romans who had come to attack on Makkah, and in order to investigate, Abu Sufyan, okay, Abu Sufyan, Hakim bin Hizam, and Budail bin Waraqah. These three people, again, Abu Sufyan, Hakim bin Hizam, and Budail bin Waraqah, when they observed this sight, they decided to go out and to investigate. Okay, at that time, Abu Sufyan got arrested. Okay, and the Prophet uncle Abbas gave him peace and safety. Okay, and he suggested Abu Sufyan to accept Islam. Holy Prophet, peace upon him, gave time to Abu Sufyan till next morning. And next morning, Holy Prophet, peace upon him, assembled his army. Okay, he divided them into 4 columns, and each column was assigned to enter Makkah from 4 different entrances. So this is all, but this is how the Holy Prophet, peace upon him, prepared and arranged his army. And before entering Makkah, Holy Prophet, peace upon him, declared announcements that whoever will enter into the house of Abu Sufyan would be safe, and whoever would enter in Masjid Haram would also be safe, and whoever would remain and whoever ever would stay in his house and would not come out for the confrontation, he too will remain safe. Okay, Holy Prophet, peace upon him, assembled, divided the army into 4 columns, and the army entered Makkah from 4 different directions with peace. And announcements were made before entering Makkah that whoever will enter into the house of Abu Sufyan, or who will lay down his arms and would not put resistance, would be safe. Okay, announcement of general pardon was made. Whoever closes the doors of his house, okay, anyone who takes refuge in Haram, or anyone who takes refuge in the house of Abu Sufyan, or anyone who throws his weapons, okay, he will be forgiven. All of them were pardoned, except for few people who were the bitterest enemy of the Holy Prophet and the Muslims. Okay, even they were not forgiven, even if they were found with the curtains or with the wall of Kaaba. Even they were to be killed. Okay, rest of the conquest was all peaceful, except from the side where Khalid bin Walid entered Makkah. They faced some resistance from Banu Bakr. Okay, forces of Banu Bakr and Ikrimah, they resisted. And in return, Khalid bin Walid too had to fight. Okay, so this is how rest of the conquest was all peaceful, except for the side from where Khalid bin Walid entered Makkah. Holy Prophet, peace upon him, entered Masjid Haram, and he took the keys of the Kaaba, went inside, okay, removed the pictures, demolished the idols, and while he was doing so, he was reciting the Qur'anic verses. Truth has come, and falsehood hath perished, and falsehood is ever bound to be perished. So these verses were recited by the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Okay, I told you that rest of the conquest was all peaceful. Okay, there was no resistance except from the side from where Khalid bin Walid entered. He faced some attack, okay, on his army, and in return he too attacked, in which there was 2 Muslims, they achieved martyrdom, and few of the Quraysh got also killed. But rest of the conquest was all peaceful. Fine. You also have to quote the verses which were recited by the Prophet. Truth has come and falsehood has vanished, and truly falsehood is ever bound to vanish. Or there is another verse, same like the first one. The truth has arrived, and falsehood can neither prove nor disprove anything. So after that, Holy Prophet, peace upon him, he purified the Kaaba. He took the keys of Kaaba from Uthman bin Talha. Okay, he took the keys from Uthman bin Talha, and the doors of Kaaba were opened. He entered inside, he went inside Kaaba along with Bilal, okay, and Zaid. Oh, sorry, Osama bin Zaid. He entered Kaaba along with Bilal and Osama bin Zaid. Okay, all the 360 idols were knocked down. Okay, and afterwards, he first performed 2 rakat inside Kaaba. Later, he stood at the door of Kaaba, and he asked them a question that what type of behavior do you expect from me? Okay, Quraysh asked that you have been my very reasonable countrymen. Okay, okay. Prophet peace upon him told them that you have been my very unreasonable countrymen. You refuted my prophethood and turned me out of my house. And when I took refuge in a far off place, you rose to fight against me. However, in spite of all these crimes of yours, I forgive all of you and make you free. and declare that you may go after the pursuits of your life. Okay, these uh, several verses related to this incident were also revealed, and these were recited by the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, at that particular occasion. So, what he did, we can mention that he cleaned, okay, the Kaaba was purified, and you also have to give all such details in your answer when you write about the major events of the conquest of Makkah in your answer. Okay. You can further mention that after performing 2 rakat nafal at inside Kaaba, and after announcing a general pardon, later on Holy Prophet peace upon him returned back to Holy Kaaba at the time of Zuhr prayer, and he asked Bilal radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu to ascend on the roof of Kaaba and to call azan. Okay, Bilal radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu delivered azan from the roof of Kaaba. Prophet peace upon him performed Zuhr prayer in congregation, and later on he went to Safa Hill. At Safa Hill, people started coming to him in batches, in groups, and they started accepting Islam. Okay, Prophet peace upon him took pledge from them. Okay, he took oath from them about believing in the oneness of God. Okay, few of the criminals, the deadly criminals, they were killed. Rest of them, they were pardoned. You can identify that those people who were pardoned, like Abu Sufyan, his wife Hind, Ikrimah bin Abu Jahl, and Wahshi and Habbar bin al-Aswad, such type of the bitterest enemies, those who has left no stone unturned to persecute the Holy Prophet peace upon him, to ridicule him, but Holy Prophet peace upon him set all of them free, and he forgave them. Okay, so Prophet peace upon him stayed few days in Makkah, okay, about 19 days in Makkah, and during that time he demolished and he cleared all types of the practices of the days of ignorance, and the days of ignorance ended, and he purified the Makkah from the idol worshipping. So that is one of the greatest conquests, and it was all due to the Treaty of Hudaybiyya, which he signed in at the end of the 6th year of Hijrah. So these were all the blessings and the outcome of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. So this is how we can say that it was one of the greatest victory which the Prophet peace upon him achieved. A lot of lessons could be learned from this conquest, like the mercy that has been shown by the Prophet Muhammad peace upon him, that the war tactic that has been applied by the Holy Prophet peace upon him. These are the source of lessons for the Muslims, and particularly for the Muslim leaders also. So such lessons could also be deduced from this conquest. So I hope it is clear.